Jonathan and his team at Steamboat Springs Transit have been busier than normal since March.
Typically, we'll get that bus cleaned probably 6-7 times.
6-7 times at the 1 hour 20, but an additional one at the shift change in between drivers.
Correct. I believe that they truly are cleaner than ever.
Since the pandemic found its way to Steamboat, Jonathan and his team have been working around the clock to ensure our buses are safe and clean, so riders still have a viable alternative to driving within the Steamboat Springs Transit service area.
We're doing actually quite a few things, and these are consistent with the findings that we're getting from the CDC, also the American Public Transportation Association, also our local Colorado Transit Association. So the first thing is taking care of really our most important asset, which is our driver. And so each driver, when they come in the morning, we ask them to do a temperature self-check and let us know if they have any symptoms or anything like that. And obviously we don't want them driving if they're showing signs or symptoms of illness. After they are finished with that, as they prepare the bus, they make sure that all the things that we have on the bus, disinfectant wipes, we also have hand sanitizer at each door. Want to make sure that that is all ready. All of our drivers are required to wear a mask when they're driving any of our buses. So we get that set up, drivers get their mask on, and then we prepare to go in service. We ask that all of our customers also self-check, make sure that if they're feeling ill or showing any signs or symptoms that they're not using the transit system. We also ask them to wear a mask while they're on board the bus and waiting at a bus stop, especially if there are other people around. Currently, we're loading through the back doors just to give our drivers a little bit of additional space between the driver and the customers. Inside the bus, we have cordoned off certain seats to try and keep as much distance as possible between each of the passengers, and we also have a line set up on the floor 6 feet away from the driver, again to keep that distancing while the bus is en route and while they're out there. We currently have a limit of 15 passengers on board the bus, again to promote social distancing. Other things that we do on the bus is for our buses that don't have air conditioning, we keep the windows open at all times. So we have the ventilation going through there. Some of our buses have air conditioning, and we'll make sure that air conditioning is on at all times to help move the air through. We have filters on all the buses so that we can help clean the air.
And so far, these efforts are working to ensure riders stay safe with rules like wearing your mask when waiting at the bus stop and on board the bus, a rider limit on each of the bus, and stringent cleaning protocols.
We've been very active communicating with other transit organizations and doing research, not only within Colorado, but also the nation, and doing a lot of international research as well, just to see what are other systems doing and also what is the success rate that they're finding. And one of the great things that we're finding is through all these efforts and through this work, they haven't been able to do or find contact tracing that has gone through public transportation.
And while Jonathan's team continues to keep their team and riders safe, they will continue to do so, driving us into this ski season.
Really thank the drivers and thank our customers. And I continue to use transit quite a bit. So I believe it's a very safe option for people to utilize. And as we especially move into the winter months, the roads get icy and that kind of thing, transit's a very safe way to get around.
So the next time you are interested in going anywhere downtown or throughout Steamboat Springs, consider taking the Steamboat Springs for free bus. Don't forget your mask and have a great time. From Mountain TV, I'm Eric Abelos.